Welcome to Altium's video tutorial series where we dive deep into circuit design and problem solving. In this video, we'll focus on fixing errors in circuit simulation. Let's get started. First, let's discuss the purpose of a Colpitts oscillator. It's a type of circuit widely used in various electronic applications, providing a stable oscillation frequency. Now let's take a look at a seemingly well-designed Colpitts oscillator circuit that's meant to take in 12 volts DC voltage and generate a signal on its output around 10 volts plus or minus 10 volts at around 11 kilohertz. So running the simulation, we can go to the simulation dashboard, okay, and I'm going to run this for about 3 milliseconds for that V out signal is what I'm interested in. Let's go ahead and click run. Okay, now this is oscillating, which is great, but this looks a lot higher in frequency on this output signal. So I'm going to zoom in here, and also the amplitude is not where I need it to be at. So I'm going to analyze this and then give myself some room here and then see what is going on with this signal. So now I'm adding my cursors to the waveform. I got my A cursor, my B cursor. So move this B cursor over to the next peak of the signal. Okay. All right. So now that I have my signal expanded a little bit, I'm going to move my cursor to the next peak. And in the sim data panel, I'm able to see that it's around 5 megahertz on the frequency, much higher than I was designing this circuit for. So what went wrong here? If I go back to the schematic, I see that, okay, so there's a wire missing from the circuit. I'm going to go ahead and add this to the feedback to L1. Okay, so if I rerun the simulation, go to simulation dashboard and run this again, then I'll get an output. Now I'm going to fit this document, make sure I can, okay, here we go. So this is starting to oscillate. A lot of times with these oscillation circuits, you have to increase the runtime in order to get the full oscillation output you're looking for. Okay, but see how that starts to become unstable. So let's go back to the simulation settings and run this for a longer time. Let's say around 15 milliseconds, just to give it enough time to get to the voltage level I'm expecting. So I hit run again, and this looks a lot better. Okay, looking good. So now I'm going to zoom in on the area where it's closer to the maximum, minimum, plus or minus 10 volts. Okay, then I can, let's give myself some room here actually. Okay, so now I'm going to right click on here and then set my cursor A to the peak, and then my other cursor B, I want this to go to the peak as well. Here what I do is I end up going into one of the settings and then choose the waveform, and I'm going to set it to automatically detect the maximum on the right side, and there we go. Now going back into the simulation data panel, see now it's hitting the right frequency around 11 kilohertz. So it is not quite exactly 11 kilohertz. So what I would do here is modify the circuit, double check any potential design errors I had with any of the components values. Also, there's some clipping on the bottom of the circuit, so I might adjust the DC bias on this. Okay, now we know how to run a simulation for oscillator circuits. Make sure to run it a little longer than you might expect if you're not getting the results you want, and thanks for watching.